Right, I've just realised I'm using the wrong microphone, so I may have to actually stop this fucking thing. That's fucking pissed me off, that has. I don't know if I'll be able to change that now. How could I change that? Is there any way to change it? Right, I'm going to end the stream and restart it because I fucked it up. Let me look. I've put the wrong microphone. Well, you tell me if that sounds all right. Does that sound all right? That annoys me, that does. Right, Zed, right, Fladdy, can you... What's sound all right? Yeah, it's annoying. The fucking... I forget that this camera actually has quite a good microphone, so it probably is all right. Yeah, annoyingly, stupid fucking YouTube settings, it doesn't automatically go to the microphone it's supposed to. So now I've got this fucking stupid thing plugged in for fucking nothing. Or can you not hear me now? And it is plugged in. Or was it plugged in all the time and then you couldn't hear me then? It's fucking boiling in here. So right, Jed, Flashy, Lord Flasher, yeah, bastard. Emperor, Aramis, Irish ladies. Yes, it sounds right. The microphone didn't go off when I unplugged it then, did it? Yeah, annoyingly, it's gone onto the wrong one. Yeah, I'll do. Fuck it. There's no point me stopping. If I stop the stream and start it again, it probably won't send out another notification. I'm just going to open my window. It's fucking boiling. I had a load of fucking about to do today, so that's why I was late and no one's on. Yeah, 35k or 34,999 now. Yeah, planes, it's weird. It's weird, isn't it? YouTube pretty much don't send my stuff out to hardly any of my subscribers. I think they send my videos out to about 0.5% of my subscribers actually get notified of my videos. Yeah, that's how badly YouTube sort of fucked my channel over, put it that way. I used to get more views when I had 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I'm going to have to sit here and cool down a bit for fucking boiling. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Zed. Yeah, I think I worked it out once. I think it's about 0.5% of my viewers actually get notified. And then the rest of my views are just random people. But it's absolutely terrible what that algorithm does to your channel. If it doesn't like your channel, it completely fucks you over. You know, if it doesn't understand your channel, which I don't think it does with mine. Well, saying that, I had a little think about it last night, and I might have a look at some other channels and see. I wonder if channel tags could make a difference. Because I've got a lot of channel tags, and I wonder if that makes it confusing. Like, you can actually tag your channel. So I may look into that, see if a lot of the other big channels have less tags. Maybe they just say knives or something instead of knives, weapons, guns, how to make. And I may change that because it's not going to make any fucking difference. But I have heard that YouTube, another one of their weird things with YouTube, right? YouTube says, so YouTube lets you put tags in your videos. And then it also says, right next to the bit where you put the tags in, it says, tags do not actually help people discover your videos. Well, what the fuck is it for then? Why have an option to put tags in if it actually doesn't do anything? Very confusing. Emperor said, I have to look usually. They notified me this time and last. Oh, that's good at least. That's good. That's good to know at least. But yeah, YouTube can be very. I have just thought of one thing. Sorry to go on about this again, but it keeps giving me ideas. I'll tell you the other reason I might get less views. Another thing to do with the doing so many different types of videos, but all weapon related. See what happened. I know that what YouTube does, it say if you watch my crossbow videos, it will tend to only send you those because it thinks you like crossbow videos. Stuff like that. But yeah, they should know that if someone subscribes to a channel, they want to see the videos, because that's the one that gets me. If you subscribe to someone, they should send you the videos. I only subscribe to people I want to watch. So you know what I mean? I don't know. Fuck, you ranting already. Mr. X, how you doing, mate? But there are channels I have to manually look up, and I'll tell you, there's a channel that this is another thing they do. If you stop watching someone's videos for a while, they stop sending you them. Because I checked a channel the other day that I'm subscribed to. I haven't seen a video from them for 3 months. I looked on their channel the other day, and they've been uploading at least 3 times a week for the last 2 months. And YouTube weren't sending me them, and I subscribed to them. Ah, so hot in here, still my head in. Right, Peter. Well, Flashhot said, need to go to George's comment section, start spamming your channel. Maybe. I almost sometimes feel like going on there and saying things like, I don't want to make myself look like a cunt there, but I felt like going on George Sprout's video today and saying, I wouldn't swear, but this is what I'd like to say. Fucking hell. How the hell does he shoot a bolt made of a nail and one made of a pencil when I can't even get the proper bolts to shoot out of my Cobra Adder? It's fucking true. Rex, how you doing? Krylon, how you doing, mate? Thank you. Appreciate it. Peter said, I never get notifications with your streams. That's weird, isn't it? Metallic Reality, how you doing? And thank you. Thank you. Plain said, I've been subbed to you for years. First time I got a notification you're live. Great channel. Thank you, Plains. And that's good. You know, that's good that you got a notification. Yeah, maybe it's because yesterday had a little bit more than normal. So maybe they're pushing it out a little bit. I'm late as fuck today. I was 10 minutes late today. Smiley, Grumso Boo, how you doing? Zed said, you ought to say, don't forget to hit the notification bell at the end of your videos. It might help. I'll have to try that. I did used to have a little, because I noticed when I put the little thing about clicking thumbs up on the videos, that actually does get more thumbs up when you do that. So maybe I'll have to get a notification one again, or say it myself at the end. Yeah, don't forget to click the bell if you want to see regular videos. Yeah. Metallic Reality said, I've had no notifications, and the last night I didn't get one till you're almost finished. Yeah, it's strange how that happens. I've never understood YouTube's weird setup of doing that. Because the way I figure it, well, this is me personally anyway, I subscribe to people that I want to watch the majority of their videos. I know that's not always the case, even because there are people I subscribe to I don't watch that many videos of. But the thing is, I want to watch their videos, so I would like to see every single one of them. So I don't get how they've done an algorithm thing that if you don't watch videos, they stop sending you them. But that's why you subscribed. I don't know. Very annoying. Yes, hit the thumbs up. So I put my little Christmas tree up. There will be more decorations than that, but I ain't had time. That's why I was late. I had to get all the decorations out of the loft on my own, which takes fucking ages if you do it on your own. If I could pass it down to someone, it's really quick, but no one's in tonight, really. Apart from my mum, and she wouldn't be able to help me. So it was up and down the ladder, up and down the ladder, up and down the ladder, up and down the ladder. Yeah, so I will eventually put the baubles up on there. Bit of sort of tinsel shit on there. Might put a bit of tinsel around the thing that Jim made me. You know. Peter said maybe the tags are for search engines and not for YouTube's search function. YouTube's all to fuck. Yeah, all to fuck really. It is. It's a very hard thing to try and work out. I think I know what I could do, but I refuse to do it. I'm not doing the same video every you know, pretty much every week. I refuse to do that because I find watching channels where they pretty much do the same thing every week boring. So I'm not going to do that because I would be bored doing that as well, and then I wouldn't find YouTube sort of fun because YouTube I enjoy doing it. That's why I do it. And if I started having to do the same shit all the time, that'd bore me to death. Because that's why I do an indoor video, a live stream, a shed video, shooting in the garden. You know, it's. Francis said the algorithm was a cruel mistress. Definitely. Smiley said just thumbs up. Thank you, appreciate. Yeah, get liking because that's another thing. If you do like a video, that gets sent to YouTube to say that you're you know, you're enjoying it, so you might get it more often then. But yes, 35k followers, subscribers. That's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. I thought I'd celebrate 35,000 because 40,000 is probably going to be about fucking 5 years' time at the rate I'm going. Actually, let me think about it. At the minute, I think I'm getting 150 a month. So no, it'd actually only be no. It would be about 5 years. It'd be about 4 years' time. They're not worth bothering. Let me just see if someone just shouted me. Someone shout me then. Because my ears are weird, I sometimes think I hear things. For some of you that don't know, I have a hearing aid as well. There's no decorations here, I'm too miserable. I have to have something to look forward to, mate. I have to have something to look forward to. So Christmas and birthday, there. If we didn't have them, I'd have to make something else up. I'll have to make some celebratory day up. I suppose there's plenty of them, though, isn't there? Outdoor sports, how you doing, mate? Jumbo Sailboat said, Mike, you need to adopt a seriously annoying fake loud laugh. Being sort of weird, upbeat, sort of, that does work. But again, it's something I refuse to do. I'm not putting on weird voices. Because even, you know, I only know this because I was listening to some radio show and it was talking about people who got big on YouTube. And I was talking to that, what's that PE bloke? Joe, is it Joe Wicks? And he said he was told if he wanted to get big, he had to up his voice and really energize his voice. Because he said he doesn't talk anything like how he does on videos. A lot of people don't. You have to really sort of, you know, do this sort of energized voice for it. But I can't do that. Well, I could do it, but I fucking refuse to. But yeah, you're on about George Sprabb there. No, yeah, let's look at his features. That would increase his subscriber rate tenfold. So I just start pretending to be George Sprabb. Hey, Fred Gunner, how you doing, mate? You all right? Thank you. Dad said if you let them know you're enjoying it, you might get more. Pity that doesn't work with women. Yeah. You all right, Peach? How you doing, mate? You all right? Ain't free egg. I said, I like the new crossbow, Mike. Looks really good. I'll tell you what, I want to get at shoot a bit more, Luke. But from the little bit I did shoot, it's lovely. It's a lovely little thing. Brilliant being able to cock a crossbow like that easily. Because you can do that with the Tron, but it's hard. It's not easy to do the Tron like that. And that's only about, I think that's about £65, that one. That one. Not that one. It's lovely to shoot. And I'm gonna make a load of accessories for it and put a rail on the bottom. And then I might save up for the other not the other accessories, but the bow press and all that. So if I ever have to change the string, I can even do that. That's a massive bonus. A compound where you just put 2 bits of metal on, go like that, clip them in, change the string, unclip them, done. Yeah, it's a bit slower than that, but Roger, how you doing, mate? He said, just been watching YouTube called Check It Out, pimping his FMA Supersonic. I'll look into that, and thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. Outlaw Sports says it's because you're not a egocentric arse, Mike. There you go. That's it. I can't be doing these weird voices and catchphrases. Doing that and saying, "All right, everyone." That was never supposed to be a catchphrase. That just happened because that's what all right. When I see people in real life, I go, "All right." So, all right, everyone, that's become my sort of catchphrase. It was never supposed to be. It was never deliberate. I've even got it in my fucking mugs now. A thumbs up. I am, Peach. I accidentally, because YouTube have got. I'm glad you noticed though, because I wondered if people would notice. It's not bad though, is it? No, it really is a different mic. What happened was, because I'm on YouTube Studio, they don't automatically link straight to my fucking microphone. So it's the fucking camera microphone, and I was in a rush. I forgot to change it, and I even thought about it just before I did it. I thought I've got to change the mic, and then I pressed fucking go, and it was too late. Lord Flashshot said, if you did your videos from a hot tub, licking ear-shaped mic, it might work. Get you subs. I reckon I'd lose subs, or it wouldn't be the subs I want. Well, I don't know. Maybe them same people would be interested in weapons as well. Sing, you right, mate? And he said, been watching you for like 10 years. Didn't you have more subscribers then? Well, I used to get more views, certainly, back then. Zed said, I've said this before, Mike, get a sexy wench in to shoot the crossbows and throw it a knife round. That'll get more subs. Even Cole still do it. I have thought about that, but I could never persuade anyone to do it. And I ain't paying them. I don't get paid enough myself. Well, I don't get paid nothing. Maybe we'll have to do a crowdfunder. And then I might be able to pay someone to come on. Emperor said you should line them all up and put a stick through the triggers and fire them all at once. All of them, yes. I had to put 2 more behind there today. That could be full one day. I don't have a sofa anymore. Luckily, I'm the only one who sits just there. Pete said, yeah, you're using a different... Yeah, my fault, Pete, but I've answered that anyway. Smiley said, have you ever had a string fail? No. Well, no. No. Never had a dry fire, never had a misfire, never had anything. If I don't, but as long as you're careful, you shouldn't. And even then, as long as you're careful how you load it, you should be reasonably safe anyway. But and always maintain your crossbows very well. Keep an eye on them. But no, I've never had any issues with any guns, anything really. Not as an adult anyway. I once had a air rifle shot on my hand and cut my hand. You might be able to see it. There's a square shaped scar there. Fucking camera. I can't hold my fucking hand still enough to get it to focus. It's never going to work. I can't keep my hand still. And that was, I was about 10, 12, and the air gun was actually broken and no one knew. And I pulled the barrel down and my hand must have been too high up and the barrel just flicked straight back. Caught my hand just there. And I had to have, I can't remember, 7 stitches, something like that. But that wasn't my fault. It was a faulty gun. Nah, it's not your ears, Pete. Your ears are all right, mate. Mother said, I'm playing Fallout New Vegas while listening to the stream. Nice one. Yeah, good old New Vegas. Great game, that. Mr. X said, I should do something with my YouTube. You should. I reckon you could do some very entertaining stuff, mate. And I think people would watch you as well. People would be interested to watch you, definitely. Lord Flashshot said, to be fair, modern crossbow strings are solid as fuck. Can take way more power than what they're set at. Exactly. Yeah. I've never had any issues with any. And as soon as they start wearing to a degree that I wouldn't shoot them, I'd change them anyway. You know what I mean? Snake bite, right, mate. Dumble Sabo said, yeah, Mike, you don't need to spend money on a hot tub jacuzzi. Just do a video sitting in a bath and an hour after eating a couple of tins of baked beans. Job done. Fuck's sake. Flazy said, going to try and do a video tomorrow that I think you'll find interesting. Weather depending, kind of related to the one I uploaded today. Nice one. I don't think I got to see today's one. I saw your one the other day with you zeroing in your scope and having to walk about a mile to go and check the fucking things. Wait, said anyone got anything new? Just got a cold steel recon. Very nice. Only that, Peach. No, I ain't got nothing. No, I ain't had nothing. In all honesty, you know me. Most of the new stuff I get, someone else has bought it. Yeah. But that does look like a nice knife. I like that one. You know, I got the old Pro Light. It's a bit bigger than this, isn't it? Because this is a reasonably decent sized knife, but it's, you know, it's what I'd call your average lockback size. Whereas that one you've got is a bit longer, with a bit longer handle, isn't it? About maybe that. Mr. X said, I got some good original footage. I reckon people would enjoy your stuff, Mr. X. They'd like that. I know I'd watch it because you're entertaining on a live stream. And you look, you know, I can tell you've got a lot of interesting stories. You know what I mean? If you're prepared to tell them, because I'm a bit like that. I'm too paranoid to tell half of them. No tactical pirate on tonight then. Mum said, Mike, can you send the link of the three-sided bodkins to Cobra Commander? I will do, yes. Is he on tonight? If he comes on and you're on, remind me and I'll put it on here. Or I'll do something actually. As soon as I said that, I can't. Tell you what I have got for everyone though, but I can't show you it until next week. I have got a new video for you. Are you lurking? Are you tactical? Under you are. You right, mate? If that really is you, you change your picture. You're gonna have to Twitter me now to prove that's you. Unless he's changed it on Twitter, then I'll believe it. What was I saying? Oh, so we've got a new Slingshot Warrior video. Slingshot, Gasper. I believe you already. I believe you already, tactical. Got a new Slingshot Warrior video of 10 minutes nearly of him doing a stand-up routine. Wait till we see this. I would like. We'll have a little vote though, because you won't. Some of you have seen it. I know you have, because at least one person or two people messaged me about it. Would you prefer? As I can upload, I've done 2 versions of it, so I've edited it all together, so it's a lot more slicker and without the great big gaps in between the jokes. Would you prefer a version with a laughter track on it, so that every time he does a punchline, there's laughing, or without? Because it's weird as fuck without. But it's also, I found it weird with as well, though. Jam said, right, pal, just purchased a redback crossbow. What laser sight would you recommend? I don't have a laser for mine, but any laser that can go on with a any small laser that can go on a Picatinny rail would be good. There's loads you can get. You can even get a handle with a torch and a laser on it. But sadly, I don't have a laser, so I can't help you there. Neutrino, thank you, mate. Lord Flashlight said, Mike, what's your thoughts now on compounds and shit at the fan scenario now that you can change the strings in the field? Like on the Dracon Supersonic Siege. More moving parts still to go wrong. Yeah, they've still got a disadvantage over the recurves, haven't they? I think I'd still rather have a recurve in a shit advanced situation or a long-term survival situation or something. Definitely. You might be able to bodge some kind of string on that if the pulley's broke. That might still be able to shoot something. But yeah, there's a lot more to break. And that'll always be the case, won't it? But I do like the fact that you can change the string on that. Reasonably easy. Dumble Sabu, that's a proof. I love Mike's anti-dry fire, yes. Dumble Sabu said, took about 15 of my blank firing gun collection to my mate's paintball site a few days ago. It was great making a bit of noise down there. I bet that was, Riggs. I bet that was. Because you've got some proper fucking decent blank fires as well. 8-3 goes, Slingshot's parody of Bow was actually good if you put the point of it to one side. Yes, it was actually. It was. Yes. So what do you reckon? Stand-up routine with laughing or without. But I can't play you it tonight because I'm not on StreamYard. It's 8. Next time I'm on StreamYard, which will be next Friday, I'll play you it. It's It's 8 minutes, 26 seconds long, and that was as short as I could get it. So it's a proper stand-up routine. Richard said, Mike, you've seen the price of those bow presses for compounds. People are wanting about 60 quid second hand for the split-limbed versions. Yeah, that's a lot second hand. I think the one for that isn't that cheap, but it's still, I think it's 30 quid for that, Rich, or 20 quid. I can't remember now. Is it dead people laughing? I don't know. I could play it and you can hear. Do you want me to play a little bit of it in the background? I won't play the whole thing, but I can play a little bit now so it comes out my speakers and you'll better hear it. I think, well, let's see what happens. Let me know if you can hear this. You won't be able to see none of this though. Right, so this is the one with the laughter track.
Here's some of the stand-up comedy routines I did before.
I don't even know what he says there.
So is anybody here a smoker? Anybody here smoke cigarettes? Well, my brother is a smoker. At one time, he had the lighter on high flame and he missed the cigarette. And he didn't know he was lighting up his nostrils. And it took him a second to realize he was lighting up his nostrils. So it was like this. So he was like going to lighter like this. Like smile.
I don't know how much, if you can even hear that, but I think it sounds a little bit better with the laughter track on, because it's just a lot of just him saying jokes and no reactions otherwise. And if you was watching it on the TV, it would have laughing, wouldn't it? So I think it sounds a little bit better. That is fucking cringy. You wait till you fucking hear it. You wait till you hear the whole fucking thing, Classy. You'll be cringing out your fucking skin, mate. But I can't play it properly. You wait. It's fucking brilliant. It's 8 minutes, 26 seconds of pure comedy. Emperor said, I have made some regular bows out of nice sized tree limbs and shave it down when I was younger. The last one's quite powerful. Yeah, Malk's done that. And I've had a go at making a crossbow prod, but it's a lot harder because they're only about that long. Could you hear that, though? You can hear it all right, did you? Could you do 2 sticks? You might be able to, but it needs to be the right shape with these little pins in it. So you might be able to. You might even be able to do 2 sticks or 2 bits of metal and just tie it. Thank you, NI guy. I can't remember who that is now. That's not Ethan, is it? Yeah. Oh, MJ, how you doing? You right? James, thank you, mate. He said, never commented before, but you genuinely seem like a very nice person. I'm happy for you. Now, thank you, James. That genuinely means a lot to me. Thank you. Yes, thank you. And yeah, nice that you're coming on for a first comment. Outdoor Sports said, your laugh should be multiplied and pitched all different for laughing. That wasn't me laughing. Fuck that. That was a laughter track I got off of the laughter track I got off of YouTube, and I had to cut it all up and move it to the right bits. It'll be better in real life, Zed, because that was coming out of a speaker, having to go up to the microphone, which isn't near it. So it'll sound better than that. Oh, but you couldn't hear. I could hear it, but wasn't sure what he said. Now that's all good. That's all. You'll see it properly soon on video, but I'll have to wait till next week. Do you want me to tell you some of the topics do you want some of the topics he's discussing? Well, I've got to write it down still. Where is it? I'll tell you in a minute. Right, hang on. So some of the topics he is talking about are, hang on. I even copied a bit of Bill Hicks' intro for him. So because he was doing a split screen thing, at the beginning of the video, there's like a black bar down the side. And that was, I couldn't get rid of it because that was the bit that someone else was on. So I've made that like a little schedule bit. So it says on the schedule tonight, smoking, ugly women, bad movies, Jim Varney, politics. Yeah, would he do something that didn't have politics in it? Ladies of Love, I called it that. The Irish and Dancing Squirrels. Fuck's sake. Mr. Axe said, I don't have any footage of me doing stand-up, but I've got plenty of me emceeing tattoo and biker shows. Yeah, as I say, Mr. Axe, I reckon that would be very, very entertaining. I'd watch it, and then I'd give you a bit of a shout-out so you can get people to come over at first. Said, I'm not sure I want it to sound better. Mother said, Mike, I want you to test Go Gun Bodkin bolts with the Dracon Crossbow. I'll do that. And I said, we'll sort that out. We'll sort it out whenever you're ready. And yeah, I'll get hold of them, and we'll have to make sure they fit in it first. So, because there is one thing I've noticed: the bolts that you get with the Draco, you can't take the tips out of. So we're going to have to look into what bolts are safe to shoot, and all stuff like that. But yeah, I'm up for that. Right, Frego, Slingshot should do King of the Hill style cartoon about his childhood. Fuck's sake. Richard, I'm just going to go straight over that one. But no, yes. Did you watch the videos about oh Christ, the 2x4? Was you on last night when he mentioned it again? Richard said, I've done the string changes with screwdrivers between the limbs and the cams, but that won't work for the poundage limbs and the amount of preload I'm putting on my flight bow. Lord Flashlight said, for your information, he puts on a good face. He is savage. Me, shut up. No one believes anything Lord Flashlight says. No one believes anything Lord Flashlight says. You fucker. No melon's coming in tonight either now. And he said, for your information, on about me, he puts on a good face, but he is savage. He sats 95% of his mods with no notice. Some of us had a family to feed. Some of us ex-mods relied on him posting rotten fruit to feed their kids. That's not my fault that's not coming in. You can still have the rotten melons, but no one's been donating. Outdoor Sports said, imagine the audience being made up of stock video of crowd in the 60s in terms of a mid-shot of their bodies. All their faces grinning menacingly with wigs. I was going to try and green screen out all the back of him and then put like a stadium background in, but to do it, I would have had to pay for it. Kenny said, have you made any customizations to the adder crossbreed? I haven't yet. I'm going to eventually. At the minute, I haven't got back to that, but I will go back to it because I got about 50 bolts to do tests and all that. So, I'll tell you what I have made. Sorry, I got slight hiccups. I've made a crossbow quiver for the adder, so that you can at least have spare bolts that you can then take out and put in the magazine. That's where I've seen Slingshot before. It's the kid in King of the Hill. Yeah, Bobby Hill, that's right. Richard said, fake news, the mod layoff. Fake news, Mike, the mod layoff. Hang on, I've read that wrong twice. Fake news, the mod layoff, Mike. Exactly. Fake news, isn't it, Rich? I think we should time out Lord Flashlight for that indiscretion as well. No, Rich, stop running propaganda for him. The mod purge happened. It never happened. Persia, how you doing, mate? And he said, people have to stop talking about our popular American friend. His name has been mentioned twice. One more time and he'll come on the chat. Actually, I need to check what he's doing. Because I said if he's out drinking with noodles tonight, I want to know. So I may have to go over and quickly see what at least one of them's doing. Right. Let me check my emails quickly, just in case Slingshot's messaged me. I wasn't going to mention him tonight, but because of that video, I thought I got to give you all something to look forward to next week. He's like Beetlejuice, so. Mother said, Mike, where can you get a Picatinny rail for the Dracon crossbow? Hope you don't need to buy a new one. In all honesty, I think I could probably make any Picatinny rail fit that personally. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I don't think I'll buy. I don't think I'm going to buy like a proper rail for it, but you know, like a dedicated one that's made for that. I think I'll just buy a Picatinny rail about that long, just mod it to fit myself, or even two, one each side, and then a bit going in between. Persian Mike execute order 66. Yes, exactly. I'll put some of the little clips of it if I could tonight, but I can't. But yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, order 69. I'll probably just buy a Picatinny rail, bolt it on. It's got the holes. I must admit, the only thing I don't like on that is the handle. It's a little bit weird. It'd probably be right. I think you need to put it horizontally or vertically, sorry, and then really tighten it up because it just moves. Irma said, have you had any luck getting hold of the Redback XR magazine, Mike? Got an email from Crossbow Adventure saying they're back in stock, but I checked their website and it says it's not. I can't remember where I heard this. I can't remember if it was an email or if it was on here. Someone told me they messaged. I can't remember where I heard this now. They messaged Horizon, possibly, asked when the magazines was going to be sent out. And they don't actually, when they sent them all out last time, they didn't make that many. Let me see if I can find the email. So I can't remember if I read that now. Where the fuck did I hear that? And it said something about only 1,000 of them or something. They only sent out like 1,000 of them or something. They sold out straight away. Oh, it was you, Aramis. I was going to say, I thought it was familiar when you said, nice one, mate. Thank you. Yes. I couldn't remember where I got the bloody email from. Yeah, thank you, Aramis. Yes. No, everywhere I look, it kept saying they was going to be in stock on the 30th of November. And then when I looked on the website, the two that I found, it said not available. What's Lord Flash up doing now? I'm getting ready for a bit of time out this time. Lord Flash at Persia, don't look in the mirror and say his name 3 times. A faceless slingshot warrior will appear with words. It knocked the dirt clean off. 8-3 Mike, will carbon fiber bolts be suitable to fire with my Jaguar £150 crossbow? I think so, yeah. I'll tell you the good thing about the £150 crossbows, Luke, is as long as they're full-size bolts, you can pretty much shoot anything out of it. Because it's only when you start going up to £175 draw that they start wanting you to shoot certain recommended bolts. But don't, like, if someone else says no, that's wrong, then you know what I mean. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, you can pretty much shoot anything out of £150 crossbow because it's not too powerful to start breaking them. I shoot anything out of mine, different, you know, as long as it's a full size bolt. So I don't know if I'll be able to show you this, but so I'll show you it, but I don't know how obvious it'll be. But I shoot out of my Jaguar. Let me see if I can find these two different bolts. I can't. So I shoot these ones out of it, which are the 2219. I also shoot, well, I think these are all 2219s, but I also shoot the slightly thinner ones, the slightly slimmer bolts. I think these are all the same though. These are all 2219s, these. But I used to shoot, it's basically these ones, which is a 2018. Ignore this is a modded one. They're all aluminium. I'll tell you what, Luke, These bolts, though, these what are they? You can get them quite cheap anyway. They're probably the cheapest bolts you can get. EK Archery, yeah. But as far as I'm aware, Luke, you can pretty much shoot anything out of that £50 crossbow, as far as I'm aware. John Page, wee. I can't do none of the clips today, Persia. Here we are. You can have this instead. Oh, wrong thing. Rita said, yeah, carbon fiber bolts should be fine. A lot of the 400 foot per second plus compound crossbows recommend only 20-inch carbon bolts. Well, there you go then, Luke, and I'll trust Richard. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, you can pretty much shoot anything out of a £150 just because of the power of them. You know, they're good power, but there's no recommendations that you're supposed to shoot a certain bolt. So any of the larger bolts will shoot fine. See, like that thing, that £175 compound says you're only supposed to shoot them, as Rich said, like 20-inch bolts. 16-inch bolts are fine. Hello, 777. How are you? You right, Steve? You right, Ritsu? He said, do you like UFC or any other combat sports? I'm not massively into them. I don't mind them, but I'm not really into any sort of combat sports, really. 83 got yeah, I've been using 2019s at the moment. Just wondering about others. Yeah, pretty much anything, Luke, I would say. But them red aluminium ones, if you're shooting a soft target, will last pretty much forever. Because that's the only issue. You only go through. Oh, hang on, I forgot about that one. I'm just answering Irishman here. That's my favourite wrestling organisation. Yes, hang on. Yeah, Luke, what was I saying now? He's put me off now. Irishman says, you like Ultimate Surrender Wrestling, don't you? Yes, I do. And I checked out all of Molasses' videos. Yeah. There's some weird shit on there, isn't there? Proper weird shit. I can't remember what I was going to say, Luke, but no, it's gone now. Sorry. Outdoor Sports said £175 is honestly too much in my opinion. They're very limited as the bolts you can find. Yeah, that one I've never shoot it. I never shoot it. It's too powerful for my garden. The range has one misfire could mean damage to stone wall, even string latches wear out more quickly and they're harder to restring. Yeah, if the string ever broke on there, I would probably take the head, I'd take the whole front off of it and probably bodge a recurve on it. I said, did you get my email ordering another bayonet? I think I mentioned it in the one I sent. I definitely did get the email, mate. But at the minute, I haven't got any. But I'll sort you out soon. In all honesty, though, it may be after Christmas now. But I did get that. Yes, I need to reply to people. I'm getting a bit behind again at the minute. Steve said, Mike, can I fire any of my Cobra R9 long and short bolts from the FMA Supersonic? As it's technically... yeah, I'm not sure. I want to test that myself because I'd be more confident shooting those than actual... Well, hang on, I was going to do it again. I was going to go straight to Irishman again. Wait a minute. I'd be more likely to shoot 14-inch bolts rather. No, I'm getting mixed up here now. The R9 bolts out of it than a pistol bolt. Irishman said, well, yeah, when I checked him out, I looked at the titles and looked at the thumbnails. There are some videos on there I don't want to watch. The one where Matey's doing, I'm not gonna say it out loud, but the one where Matey's doing stand-up comedy while she's doing something to him. I did not watch that. I just read the title and pissed myself laughing. Steve said my FMA has the same M4 stock. Right, nice one. Not flash with the mate. £225 Desert Hawk recurve. Wasp bolt is where it's at. Yeah, if you want to kill yourself, just do that. John Page said, "What sort of backstop do you use?" I use. Oh, that's what I was going to say. As long as you have a decent backstop, bolts will last forever. Nearly the reason that most people sort of moan about bolts breaking is because they're not using an adequate backstop. If you use a soft backstop, but that can also stop the bolts going up to the flights, your bolts should last fucking ages. That's what I was going to say to Luke. I use at the minute. I don't. It's not really big enough though, especially for sighting in a crossbow. I use laundry detergent boxes stuffed with paper and foam and cardboard. Hey Jake, right mate, so Jesus Christ, I've just realised I'm an alcoholic. Hi Mike, from Florida, sitting at my local pub called Flanagan's here in Florida. Nice one, hope you have a nice time mate. Sounds good. Richard said, you also get targets designed for high foot per second crossbows. Sounds good to me though, AJ. Have a pint on me or whatever you're having. Yeah. What kind of alcohol am I? Or what do I like to drink? What kind of alcohol am I? What kind of alcohol would I be? Tenant Super. I know there's vodka flavour in my veins, but they said brains then. It is in my brains. I'd be a Tenant Super or 3 litre bottle of Frosty Jacks. White Lightning. I think he might have been saying, what kind of alcohol are you drinking? I think it's going to be, what kind of alcohol are you drinking? But I just thought I'd answer that anyway. Well, that had a picture of a glass on it, so I assumed it would be a glass chinking. Rick said, can't link one, as I'd be linking to a weapon sales site. Steve said, Mike, you don't even need a bow press for changing the string set on Supersonic. Have you seen the video of the bloke using a couple of bolts? If you're careful, it looks quite easy. Well, I did think, as someone said, could you do it with some sticks? I assumed you probably could, because it's just something that's got to bring it close, isn't it? And then you probably tie a bit of string or something, or just a loop of something to go over it. Zed said, you know, Mike, I always had you down as whatever's cheapest. Exactly. Well, I used to be whatever's cheapest, which would be a Frosty Jacks, 3 litre Frosty Jacks. But that shit gives me such a. Because I'll be honest, buying vodka now, I hate it. It kills me. Kills me spending 12 quid at a time to get pissed when I should be able to spend 3 quid. Can't handle that fucking shitty cider now, though. That fucking cider. You get a bottle of Frosty Jacks, you'll get 22 units out of a bottle of that, which is decent for 3 quid, 3.50. But you also get a 3-day hangover, where the first day you are actually bedridden. Always whatever's cheapest for me, Zed. It just has to be the cheapest vodka nowadays. No, that's true. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm agreeing with you, Zed. You're not wrong. That's partly why I said Frosty Jacks, because that is literally. I think the cheapest booze you can buy for the amount of units is Frosty Jack, or that kind of super strength cider. There's no other alcohol that you can buy, as far as I'm aware, that you can get that many units for that cheap. Because a bottle of 70 cl vodka, 26 units, will cost you 12 quid. Yeah. Whereas a bottle of Frosty Jack, 22 units, £3.50. Yeah, White Lightning, Frosty Jacks, you know, it's all the same. Emperor said, time to make some more sugar wine. They said, well, you said that when you were kids, you always drank the cheap. We did. Does anyone like Old Speckled Ale? I don't think I've ever had it. You've had a couple of cans tonight, have you? Outdoors, nice one. Mr. X said, bedridden for the first day. At least this shows you were trying. Yeah, exactly. Let's say. Mother said, WC mugs and Come Short Warriors slingshots, best products. Oh, yeah, White Lightning. Happy good vibes. Hello, how are you? You all right? 31 people, 31 likes. That's good. John said, knew a guy who drank pints of sherry from the local discount store. Lost all his teeth in about 3 years. Dead in 5. Yeah, I fucking imagine. Yeah. Yeah. Old Speckled Ale. What is that? Is that a cider? Kenny said, a backstop I use for my 175 Jaguar is a thick leather sofa cushion. Behind that is a cardboard box with old towels stuffed inside, and behind that a wooden wardrobe door bolted. Bolts still get stuck. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly. So Tom, what's the most horrible booze you ever tasted? Mine was Lambrini. Even my bog looked ill when I poured the stuff down after one mouthful. Do you know what? Shit like Prosecco and that makes me cheap Proseccos and that kind of shit makes me gag. The last time I had absolutely horrendous acid reflux was from gagging trying to drink a glass of Prosecco at New Year's Eve a couple of years ago. That's fucking revolting shit. And I used to hate whiskey, cheap whiskey, which probably still is disgusting, cheap whiskey. I was thinking about that earlier. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was making my cup of coffee and I thought, I don't know what I was thinking of booze, what I always do. When we was little, well, not little, when I was a teenager, we used to occasionally nick bottles of anything, but it would be whiskey occasionally. I used to hate whiskey so much, we'd get a glass, pour about that much whiskey in, and then get a cup, put about 10 tablespoons of coffee in, fill it up with a little bit of water, and then pour that in the whiskey so that the coffee was so strong you couldn't taste the whiskey. And then we'd down it, and then about 15 minutes later we'd be absolutely fucking paralytic and probably off our heads on caffeine as well, because this was at an age where I never drank coffee. We'd always get fucking we'd have some mental fucking thing go on that night when we did that. Yeah. Strong beer, if you're not used to strong beer, is disgusting. Beer is an acquired taste. Most booze is, in all honesty. Most booze is an acquired taste. Because no one, the first time you ever drink booze, you don't go, that's nice. If it's strong and it's like a beer or something or a spirit, it's fucking disgusting. It's an acquired taste. Tactical said, real ale, well, used to be its main line now. Nice drop. Dumpside Boost said, I once drank a pint of Tipex. I won't ever do that again. I woke up with a massive correction. So, Steve said, old label barley wine, rocket fuel. Special brew, yeah, special. I always prefer Tenant Super over special brew. Special brew had a bit of a weird taste to me. Emperor said, we can get a pack of 30 Keystone Light here in the US for about $13, but you need all 30. Yeah, I've had cans like that, yeah, you need to drink all of them. Be happy, said Buckfast if you want to get pissed on the cheap. I had some Buckfast this year. Welsh down, how you doing, mate? Yeah, I'm all right. Domicile blood pressure is in the amber. Bit high, apparently, mind you. I drink 3 litres of Pepsi Max Cherry a day. Too much caffeine. Sean said, I don't suppose you're planning any Christmas specials. I'll definitely do a Christmas special. I'll definitely do a Christmas Day video. So there'll be a Christmas Day video. There'll be a Christmas evening stream. I'm going to put some more decorations up. So yeah, there will be stuff, Sean. There will be stuff. Yeah, Kestrel Extra used to have that as well. I've had that. Mr. X said, if you want to get pissed cheaply, get someone to buy your drink. Now that's the fucking yes. Mr. X knows the fucking score. Outdoors said the worst booze I ever had was when I went with my pals to Super Bowl game. Obviously, I'm not into the sport, but it just wanted to go to Sterling and eat and drink. Drank 2 fish bowls of really cheap alcoholic fruit stuff. Glowing green and weak. Ended up leaving at 2:30 in the morning. Hoping for fuck's sake. Hoping for food, or even Domino's was closed. Oh, all the time, but yeah, none was there. Mr. X said, life's too short to drink shit alcohol. Dad said, when the doctor told Mike to cut his drinking by a third, he couldn't work out which third, thinking about it. Talking about it, or drinking it, yeah, exactly. I must admit, it does come up on here very often, don't it? We brought this topic up tonight. Or is this someone's way of getting me to drink? Just go on about it for 2 hours. Dumble Sour said, used to drink Champion, I think it was 7%. I had to give it up, not because of my liver, but because I started to fancy my missus. Fuck's sake. This is supposed to be part of my Christmas fucking booze. It ain't gonna fucking be, I doubt now. Don't drink, it's evil. He was trying to persuade me to drink yesterday, the sod. I don't know which one I tried last time. Zed said, imagine Jimmy Savile being Santa Claus at supermarket. Ho, 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 little girl. Got a surprise for you. Have you seen that fucked up fucking... Steve Coogan's doing a documentary as... not a documentary, like a fucking... I don't know what you'd call it. What the fuck would you call it? Can't be, you know, like a not a soap opera, but a soap opera of Jimmy Savile. Doing a program about Jimmy Savile. Yeah. That's well, I hate drinking alone. What, you not drinking tonight? And you decided not to because I said I wasn't. They said docudrama, that's it, tactical. Zed, sorry, I couldn't think what I was trying to say. So they said, I don't have a drink problem. I drink to get drunk. Fall over, no problem. Docudrama. It looks fucking horrendous. It looks absolutely terrible. Why would you want to even make that program? Oh, I've got a good idea. Let's make a docudrama about Jimmy Savile. Fuck off. No one wants to see that. Although I may watch it and watch it as a comedy. I'm going to watch it as a comedy. I'm not going to watch it as a serious docudrama. I'm going to watch it as a comedy. Should I even be saying that, really? And for us, the Four Loko Electric Lemonade is one of the best. I think it's 14%. Is it really? Yeah, I've only had one of them. I got it as a free gift, so I bought another one and then got another free gift. I quite like them, but it's not the kind of... I wouldn't drink too many of them because it would give me toothache. Because in all honesty, drinking one of those gives me a toothache. Makes my two front teeth hurt. Dad said, no, drank it all last night since you weren't playing out. Oh, fuck's sake. 774 Loko crazy. Yeah, exactly. But now I ain't really intending on drinking tonight anyway. Even though it's the main topic of the fucking thing like usual. I don't know what I'm doing next weekend because there's this fucking Christmas party going on next weekend. Saturday, so I might come on after that. So I might. Well, I don't know because I might not even go to it. I don't know. I've just got to decide what I'm going to do. I don't know. I may not even be able to go to it by then anyway. Pete said the BBC can go fuck itself. I don't pay their taxes or watch any of their shite. Steve said, Mike, thoughts on backstops? Those two pieces of human excrement who killed that poor little laddie. They would be perfect for that. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't really know about that till recently. So I don't actually watch the news. But yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah, exactly. I think they're going to give them more harsh sentences as well, aren't they? Because they've decided that they're not harsh enough. Outdoor says still haven't tried Four Loco. Hope it's nothing like dragon soup. I'll be honest with you, mate. When I drank the dragon soup and the Four Loco, I was quite drunk at the time. I remember liking them both, but one of them gave me painful heartburn, which I suspect was probably the dragon soup due to the caffeine in it, because it's got quite a lot of caffeine in it. And if I drink coffee, I only drink like 1 teaspoon of coffee. I don't have strong coffees. It may have just been something else that was doing it, but I had this weird pain all across my sort of, like, you know, whatever that bit there is inside. You know, there's like a thing there, isn't there? You know what I mean? Yeah. Tactical said, if it's at the local Conservative club, you're okay. Oh, I get you. Yeah. Cheers, Tactical. Metallic Reality said, my epoxy laptop kicked me offline again. You now have my full attention again, as I have, and please allow me a moment of smug joy. Just finished wrapping Christmas presents. Nice one. I'm still waiting for mine to be delivered. Yeah, I left it very late this year. I'm not one of those blokes who, though, has to go out Christmas Eve buying it, because you ain't going to catch me down the fucking local town Christmas Eve. Fuck that. But yes, I've ordered them all at least. Just hoping they'll come in time now. I don't mind wrapping presents. So I even once did a video showing people how to do. Because one year I did an advent calendar type thing. So every day during Christmas was another little advent video showing some kind of, I can't remember what it was. It was like tips and tricks and stuff like that. Lots of different things. One of them was how to wrap a present. I won't sound that good at it, but it doesn't bother me. I can wrap things up all right. It's just folding paper, isn't it, really? But some people can't do it. There's a tactical, and he couldn't listen. Tactical, and he could listen to Boris's single. It's my party on live. I want to. Someone actually release that, because they should. Oh, bloody hell, Metallic Reality. Yes, you had a lot to do then. Don't mind, but I started wrapping at 4 p.m. You know. I suppose I'm probably going to get roped into doing my mum's at some point, because as well as her bad knees and everything else, where she gets so bored because she can't really walk, she's taken up sort of colouring in things and doing puzzles and that. She's done that so much, she's done her thumb in. She has to wear a brace on her thumb now. She can't win. So yeah, that looks like I'll be cooking the Christmas dinner, which I had to do last couple of years anyway, which I don't mind. I'm probably wrapping all the presents this year for my niece and nephew, which would be her grandchildren. Tactical says, yeah, Douglas has experienced my wrapping skills. Friday said, don't go for a tug by whoever bread and mug. Yes, there you go. That's so classic. Well, I suppose that was just as good as some of them. Talent Reality says, I think I will have a drink. Bring on the cinnamon whiskey. And so I need to get some of that. Maybe too late for all that for me now, though. So I go and buy it from a shop, which again, I don't really want to. So I said, I'm lucky I don't have to wrap presents or unwrap them either, because I don't get any. Don't you get any? Said that's not right. Irish said puzzles are good for older people. It keeps their minds active. Exactly, Irish. Yeah, that's why she does it. She likes doing puzzles. She likes doing sort of adult colouring in books. This she's easy to buy for. Get her an adult colouring book. Yeah. Yeah, she's been doing it so much. She's done her bloody fun in. poor old dear. Outdoor Sport says you've got the spending bug. Buy a Weapon Collector mug. If I ever get down to it, I'm going to do a video mentioning about buying some merchandise, getting on the affiliate links. So if you buy your Christmas presents, because I'm going to leave it so late, it will be too late. But maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Pete said I've already got a Weapon Collector mug, so I'm tugging away like a bug. What's those nutters? That's a my older sister usually gives me some money. But at least you got something you can. Yeah, that's better than nothing, isn't it? Metallic Grant, he said, get whiskey, get chili, get cinnamon, pre-made stuff tastes like chemical. Yeah, I suppose it's easy, really, then, isn't it? Yeah. For fuck's sake, Dad, don't leave WC in the lurch. Buy some merch. I still need to put this. You can't even buy this t-shirt on there at the minute. For some reason, they took all this stuff off there. Not because there was anything wrong with it. It's just all of the stuff I put this design on, they've discontinued it and then done new t-shirts. And I've got to redo half of them. Mother said, enough with Fallout for today. Now I'm here. Nice one, mate. Nice one. I'm just going to email someone quickly. Steve said, Mike, lots of mindful colouring books and puzzle books in Audi. Would be great for your old dear. Your dear mum. Have a look. I will do. I have to do that. Thank you for that, Steve. Appreciate that. Emperor said, seen whiskey with cinnamon sticks in it. Forgot the name. I'm going to do a lot. I'm going to do a couple of, as you call him, Cum Shot Warrior t-shirts. My favourite was Sling Shit. And I was calling him Sling Shit, and then he said, "I'm slinging shit in your face." Because I must admit, he sort of was beating them at their arguments. But the thing is, with Slingshot, if you ever have an argument with him, he's relentless, and he just don't take no notes of what you're saying because he's never wrong in his mind. I said, don't donate in church. Buy Weapon Collector merch. A lot of nuts. Right, I've got to remember what his email is. Oh yeah, Victor, isn't it? I just want to check what he's doing tonight. Because he may be having a visitor. Right, done, sent. Outdoors, so believe it or not, after picking off all the Apache F1 chilies from the plant, more have started to grow indoors, obviously. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good. I used to like growing chilies and that, but they fucking give me terrible not indigestion, heartburn. Irishman said there'll be a stand-up comedian soon. For fuck's sake. Did I tell you I've edited it all into a little video, 8 minutes 26 seconds long of and I've done it. I've done the intro, little bit of a Bill Hicks style, and I've added a laughter track to it. Mother said, "What will be your next crossbow?" Well, I think it'll be. I think it will be the Jaguar 2, won't it? And then I may have to retire for a bit until something new comes out. That's sake. I said, don't give money to the poor. Buy a shirt, you whore. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. You lot are such nutters. Don't be a spanner, get a weapon collector banner. Fucking hell. Well, these are good. I'm liking them. I'm liking them. Maybe for the next time I do one of my adverts, you'll all have to say these out. No one will remember them by then. SAK94 Stu was watching Slingshot's fucking stand-up comedy earlier. Fladsy said she touched my leg and I started to spurt. I think I'll mop it up with a weapon collector shirt. Oh, Christ's sake. Oh, fucking hell. Tablet, stop having a wank and put some money in WC's bank. Yes, please. Oh, Christ's sake. Wait for air gun, slay the undead, get a weapon collector broadhead. Oh, God. Right, stop it. Stop it. Make my fucking face hurt. It's my pet shop, I got worms. It's my pet shop, I got worms. What's that? Oh, fuck's sake. That's an here's one for slingshot. Don't scratch your ass by a weapon collector glass. Oh, God. You all right, Charlie? How you doing, mate? I'm all right. I'm all right. I just got all these nutters keep telling me stupid fucking stupid bloody slogans. It's from a film, was it? I wasn't sure. Welsh Dan said, you've been working in the shed today, but you know what? I haven't been in the shed since I don't know, since Wednesday, I don't think. I don't have time. I might go in there soon, though. I might think of something to go in there. Mother said, well, I can stop to donate for crossbows for now. If something new will hit the market again, like the FMA, we'll see if it's worth it. You know, Mother, it's, you know, I'm always I'm always open to these things. But yeah, I've always appreciated any of your donations, mate. You've done a lot for this channel. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll wait till something new comes out, I reckon. You know what I mean? I'd never say no, but at the same time, you don't want to start getting things that is just the same as something else, if that makes sense. Outdoor said, I think it was Dumb and Dumber. Oh, I get you. I wasn't sure. Oh, I get you now. It's my pet shop. I got worms. As in scratching his ass. I get you now. Says Ding Dong Maryland High. Go to WC website and buy. Feature one more slogan and you're on your lonesome banner. That's quite a good one, Feature. I like that. Fuck's sake. You have to start playing this now every time. I bet I get the wrong one. That'll do. All he's done is weigh your counts down. Exactly, look at it. Nice display. I reckon that would look quite good going all the way across there, but I've got enough crossbows to do that. But thing is, most of those I need to do videos on as well. I could probably put one of the XRs away, but I will get round to doing the tests with the other stuff as well. I said before, Peaches use a ban. Buy some merch if you can. Pete said a wall of bows. Yeah. You know what? If I could, I would. But the only place I've got to put them now is above my bed, and I don't want a load of crossbows above my bed. Like the bow selector, yes. Every time I go over there on the bow selector, it's actually quite good. Steve says, Silent Night, Holy Night, Mike buys gear, all the rest are shite. Buy Mike's gear, all the rest are shite. Outdoor said, what did the cannibal do after dumping his girlfriend? Wiped his ass. Gotcha. That said, don't give a ban, I'm just a weapon collector fan. You lot are fucking nuts, aren't you? Is this your idea of trying to drive me to drink? So what you all got planned tomorrow? I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm going to do what I did today. Have a lovely lay-in. I don't know what time I'm going to go to bed though. The problem is I ended up staying awake till 4 fucking o'clock last night watching fucking Slingshot Warrior Noodles and that. Yeah, and then I think I slept till I only had 8 hours sleep, so I didn't really have a lay-in, but it felt like one. So I went to bed at about 4, got up at 12, so I only had 8 hours sleep anyway still. But it felt like a nice lay-in. Because I'll tell you why it felt like a lay-in, because I wasn't woken up by a fucking alarm. I just woke up naturally. Out the side down. Of course you were. I hadn't heard that one before, but it just sort of came to me. Normally, I'll be honest with you, Outdoors, I don't normally try to guess them, but I think it was killing me with all these constant jokes. It just came to me straight away. Normally, I wouldn't spoil them like that, though. I'll be honest. Normally, I can't work them out, but I did like that, though. It was a good one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Put the rest of my decorations up. Although saying that, I don't actually need to put the decorations up. Well, hard to explain, but if I'm putting them up for you lot to see, I don't actually need to put them up till next Thursday, but or Friday even. But I might put them up anyway. I like it being a bit Christmassy. Otherwise, it's just another fucking day in the week, isn't it? Fuck's sake, folks. So when I lay in, I get spraying. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, God. Dad said, what did the kid buy? I can't fucking, I'm reading the words wrong. Dad said, what do you buy a kid with no hands? Nothing. They can't unwrap it anyway. Sean said, would you do a WC sticker and keychain that you could make or something for a tenner, or do a raffle for something you could make for a tenner? I could definitely 100% do stickers. On my merchandise, they do stickers on there. I have got some sort of little things. Yeah, look. The funny thing is, I'm going to these are getting sent to someone, but I have made some of these before. So that's a WeaponCollector little leather keyring tag. These are the tiny little stickers. But yeah, you can get stickers about that big. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll have to get some of my stickers and do a little raffle. I'll be honest with you, Sean. I am thinking of doing something like that anyway. Some kind of raffle soon. I've got a torch under my sofa that's worth about 200 quid. I might raffle that off. And some stuff I've made. Yeah. Because it just sits there doing nothing. Right, Sam, thank you, mate. Mr. X said, do you know when a middle-aged woman is keen? No. Osvaldo, how you doing, mate? And he said, you know that £100 crossbow did a review 2 days ago. Cost only is $400. Yeah, over here it's £100 draw weight, £215 to buy. Talent Reality, so I like the little leather zip tags. Yeah, I'll have to make some more of those because I've always got loads of scrap leather. I've got a few of them. I never got around doing anything with them. I mean, I intended to send them off to people when people bought stuff, but I always forget to do it. I used to chuck the stickers in every now and then because what I did on. So you see the link there of Nightbot, buy WeaponCollector t-shirts, hoodie, stickers. I bet that sticker brand isn't on there either because it's that. I made a sticker that's this big with 16 individual stickers on it, 16 individual pictures of that on. So you can buy the sticker for £6, cut it out, and you get 16 stickers, little stickers for things, and it's cheap. Lewis, how you doing, mate? You all right? He said, I need another catch for those crossbows soon. Yes, exactly. I'm about to say to Mother, I'm gonna have to retire from his donations soon. They're still welcome, but no crossbows unless they're new ones. It's getting too much. Thing is, though, in all honesty, though, I do appreciate anyone who donates to the channel. But as far as when it comes to crossbows and other things, it is really only worth getting the sort of, if you're going to do tests on things, it's not worth getting another £150 full-size crossbow, because they're all the same, really. No point getting another £175 compound, because most of them are the same. It's only if they've got some kind of innovative sort of thing on them, or that makes them different, and they're worth getting. They're still, you know what I mean, in my case, when you have 22 of them. That said, some friends of mine aren't buying their kids any Christmas presents this year. They say they're too ungrateful. They got him a bike last year, and all he did was sit in his wheelchair and cry. Fuck's sake. I see Zed's on the offensive jokes tonight. Mother said, I have some stupid ideas for short videos you can show from time to time on StreamYard. Thank you, CM. I can't play you the video today. Let me just finish off Mother's thing. How can I send them to you to make them? You might, the easiest way to share videos with me is you upload them to a YouTube channel privately so no one can see them, and then you send me the link, and then I download them. Right, hang on. I wanted to see if CM left me a message. Thank you, CM. Cheers, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it. CM just donated, so thank you. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. By the way, if you still want to talk to me about that advert, I'm still up for that. It's just I get so behind on things, I forget to email me. But I still, every time I go on my emails, I see your email and I get back to you soon. I will do that for you. Yeah. Where am I? Yeah, that's the easiest way. If you ever want to share, because the problem is, if you start trying to send videos through email, they have to be a certain size, or they can't be big files. Then you have to make them down so small that when you put them back on a sort of 1080p or whatever, they're fucking shit quality. So yeah, the easiest thing to do, upload it privately to your YouTube channel, send me the link. Actually, not private, actually, Mother, unlisted. Because for some reason I noticed every time anyone does it privately, it never seems to work properly when you send the link. So upload them unlisted. No one can see them still. Yeah, upload it to your YouTube channel unlisted. Send me the link. That's fine. CM said, yeah, thank you. Been so busy lately. I haven't been able to respond and join on streams. But I'm well up for that, CM. I appreciate you offering the opportunity to do that, and I won't take the piss with how much, but I want one a little bit, but you know me. But yeah, you'll get your money's worth, put it that way, and it won't be a lot. T2BKK, how you doing, mate? He said, Sorry, crab. I hope I'm not swearing there, mate. He's deleted it now. Hello, T2BKK. Anyway, how are you? 38 likes. Look at that for a nice, good night for the likes. Metallic Reality said, my laptop is not a twat. Next time it kicks me off the internet, I'm going to have to give up for the night or chuck the poxy thing against the wall. Techno gadgetry bullshit. Have you got? I'll tell you, because I always have issues with laptops doing my head in. I'd be. I don't think I'd ever buy a laptop ever again. But they're good for what they are if you need something portable. Have you got? What I do now, if ever I can, I always plug the internet via wire if I can. You know, an Ethernet. If it's that, but it could be lots of things. My laptops, nearly every laptop I've ever had, eventually goes funny and then they overheat. You're off, Kenny. Good night, mate. Don't get killed or nothing. That's South Park, a very poor South Park reference. Dad said, by the way, there's a rumour going around that I'm a hardcore gambler. I don't know who's spreading those evil lies, but I bet serious money it's Mike. Hello, T2BKK. He said, you're looking good. Thank you, mate. Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good. Cheers, mate. In Bangkok. Yeah, I remember you coming on chatting to us, mate. Steve said, did you hear about that crime in the multi-story car park? It was wrong on so many levels. Dad said, well, Jamie's ill, so someone has to take up the slack. Yes. Fucking hell. I used to get to the stage where I didn't even read Jamie's comments out anymore. That's how you know they're not annoying me, but you can tell when I've had enough and I just stop reading them. If I'm reading them and having a laugh, it's, you know, I'm with it still. But if I start to ignore them, you know, I've had enough. That don't mean stop there. It just means I've had enough. You lot can still read them to yourselves. And first, someone broke into the police station and stole all the toilets. Police don't have a thing to go on. Oh, God. Metallic Reality said, sadly, I have to sit in my hole to plug in the internet. Sometimes it's okay, but sometimes misbehaves. I get greatly irritated. Yeah, I know what you mean, though, and it's not always an option, is it? But the frustration of things like that drive me around the bend. I always used to buy laptops, and then I just found they just weren't suited for me. I don't say there's nothing wrong with a laptop, but for me, yeah. D2BK goes, how cold is it there? Like, I'm not sure in temperature, but it's wet at the minute. It's been pissing down raining. It's pretty cold. But I'm not sure. Not sure how much. Let me see. My computer might pop up with a temperature. It's 8 degrees. It's 8 degrees centigrade or Celsius, whatever you call it. Let's see if I change that to Fahrenheit. Not that I know Fahrenheit, but yeah, 10 degrees C, which I have no idea what that would be in Fahrenheit. Because we're English and we use the right system. Outdoor Sport says, to Metallic Reality, back everything up and install Linux Mint. I think there's annoying issues would largely disappear. Steve said, I just put an electric fence up round my house. My neighbours are dead against it. Fuck's sake. You lot are making me struggle reading these bloody things tonight with these spelling mistakes as well. There's quite a few of these I've had to try and make sense of while I was reading them out. 27. Oh, nice for Mr. X, and he's using the right system. Do you ever get really cold weather over there, Mr. X? I know. Do you get what it is like in the desert where it's hot in the day, freezing cold at night? You know, are you Australia or New Zealand? You're New Zealand, didn't you? Saying that New Zealand. Sorry, not Australia. You're New Zealand, didn't you? Is it very cold at night, hot in the day, or is it just hot in the day, hot in the night? I have no idea about your weather, because in all honesty, British people moan like fuck about the weather over here, but I do like the fact that we do get pretty much, you know, you've got 4 seasons and you get pretty much all weather there is. I think it would soon get annoying if it was always cold or always hot, or Not where you are, Mr. X. And he said, get the odd frost during the winter. Outdoor Sports says, why did her fish so when he swam into the water? Damn. Teddy's been on the fucking beers tonight. I said the foundry of Dulux paint was found dead today from hypothermia. Police said he could have done with another coat. For Christ's sake. You know, so Tactical doing it now. Me no make spelling mistakes. See you later, mother. Yes, I wish I could move on as well. See you later, mate. Good night. T2BKK says 25 degrees C here. A nice weather. Well, you're probably actually T2BKK. You're probably closer to Mr. X than any of us lot, ain't you? Mr. X said, but see a little bit of snow up on the hills every 10 years. Oh, at least you do get that, because I wouldn't want to live in a country where it was always hot or always cold or whatever. I like the good thing of the UK, you do get four solid seasons, and then it will snow in April and shit like that. Now I know you was joking. Outdoor Sports. He said, no, Mike, the meta joke there was that people telling jokes were makers. But no, I know. I was just pretending you was on the drink. Now I knew what you was doing because Tactical was doing it as well. Metallic Reality said, I can find a friend that knows what they're doing. If it wasn't for the God crap, I'd happily become Amish. Yeah, I'm sort of both ways, you know. I like the sort of simple life and all that like that, but I must admit at the same time I do love technology. I love the degree of sort of technology we have nowadays, but at the same time, yeah, I can get both ways. Says, oh dear, what have I started? Look at it. Fuck's sake. Bunch of nutters. Mr. X said, oh, it gets bloody cold in New Zealand, just not where I am. Oh, I get you. Rex said neighbours are always against it if there are problems. I can't read half this fucking stuff. Smiley said, my mum's had more pricks for the second-hand dartboard. So as a kid, I was forced to walk the plank. I wish we could have afforded a dog. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's it. I'm giving up on jokes. That's about an hour I've been reading this shit. I suppose it's better than talking about alcohol constantly. Fucking hell. You've got a notification about something. I'm joking, by the way. I don't mind the jokes, but fuck me. So I said, my neighbours are okay, to be honest. Their favourite music at the moment is punk, whether they like it or not. I think I actually believes that there. Nah, you don't do that, do you? T2BK, what weapon are you going to get for Christmas gift for yourself, Mike? Well, I did get that crossbow there as an early Christmas present, so it would probably be that. I've not got anything planned for myself. Maybe I'll make myself something. I wouldn't mind if I've got time. I might make myself something. Sorry, my teeth are a bit. You only get that sort of weird dry teeth thing. But yeah, funnily enough, I've not got anything planned. But it's because it's that really. That's what I got for Christmas. That's early Christmas present. The very nice crossbow I got recently from the YouTuber called Your Mother. Stu said to me earlier, he said, was talking about Slingshot Warrior, and he said to me, he wrote a message back. He said, your mother's going to love watching those Slingshot Warrior videos. And I nearly messaged him back and said, well, my mum don't actually watch Slingshot Warrior. And I realised what he was on about. Fuck's sake. Steve said, I'm reading this horror story. It's in Braille. Something bad's going to happen. I can feel it. At least most of these are quite clever jokes. You like absolute nutcases. Tell us, is it a fucking full moon as well? That'll explain something. Let me look this up. Oh, don't say. Normally, sometimes the weather tells you the moon. Is it a full moon tonight? That would explain something. What we got? What's the moon today? Current moon is a waning crescent phase. That don't help. I need a picture of it. It's the opposite of a full moon. I don't need a full moon. You know that. D2BKK said, are they air guns or airsoft guns? Right, so deactivated shotgun, deactivated shotgun, deactivated shotgun, airsoft rifle, deactivated Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle, so basically a modified AKM, airgun, airsoft, airgun, replica, airgun, replica, airgun, replica. And in that box are all of my air rifles all locked up. And all the stuff on the walls all locked up as well. But yes, there you go. Bit of everything, T2BKK. Outdoor sports. Sorry, my dog's hanging her ass out the window. Really bright and blinding. Tat said, get me on StreamYard and I'll show you a full moon. Yeah, thank God I can't tonight. I am tempted to do a late night stream tonight, though, but we'll see. I don't know. I can't handle more jokes tonight. Do you want me to play one of these every time one of you does a joke now? See how you like this shit constantly. You're going to have to listen to this now every 2 minutes. I'm not holding it at the right microphone as well. Hang on. Now this will be annoying. I was holding it against that fucking one. Yeah, banned, exactly. Peach said I've got to get up for work at 7. Have you really? I don't know what to say, Peach. Commiserations. Steve said, Mike, will we be able to get a bayonet or a quiver on the FMA and Dracons? Yes, if you can get... I'm going to put one on there, definitely. I'm going to put a bayonet on there and a quiver and other stuff. All the stuff you can get on it, basically. You can buy a Picatinny rail for those. But I'll probably just buy one and put it on there myself. Probably show people how to do it. Yeah, I could do this instead, Zed, for maybe 5 minutes. Metallic Reality, I have a day trip to a Christmas event with family tomorrow. That's good. Well, so my wife's so fat she puts lipstick on with a paint roller. Oh, for fuck's sake. You lot are nuts. Well, that sounds good, Metallic Reality. I haven't heard of anything around here at the minute. Oh, no, I was saying that I think they did something the other day. Probably today. I think they did, or yesterday, they did some sort of weird fake thing, like a Christmas market. Blocked off one of the roads, like one-way road. I definitely will, Steve. I'll definitely do a video showing how to put a rail on the bottom of that. Homemade rail. You know, not a homemade rail, but buy one off the internet for cheap. Mount it on there. You might need a drill, though, but we'll see. T2BKK said, any particular plans this Sunday? Not really. I'm going to go to bed late tonight, which may be why I might come on for a late night live stream if people are up for it. I'm not going to bed till about 4 o'clock, I doubt. I'll have a nice lay-in, but I haven't got to do anything tomorrow. So, because I never get, it's hard to explain, but most people, if you saw the stuff I did all week, you'd probably say, oh, he gets it easy. But, you know, it still stresses me out and still annoys me. So I now look forward, because I never used to really look forward to the weekend because every day is the same for me anyway, pretty much. But now now that I'm having to do more than I sort of want to, I have to do a lot of stuff that no one asks me to do. They just expect me to do it, and that's what annoys me. I don't mind being asked, but when people just expect me to do things without asking me or even telling me what they want, it gets on my nerves. So now I look forward to the weekend a bit more as my day of doing absolutely fuck all, you know, or at least not having to wake up to an alarm every morning. I don't know. I have it easy, really. That's an oh god. I got to phone Secret Warrior and played that down the phone. I think it's demons. I was saying about that. I'm going to check my emails quickly because I emailed him a second ago, a bit earlier. I wanted to check what he was doing later. He's not replied. Jack Attack, how you doing, mate? You right? So he said, heard about the amputee who rang the helpline. Poor bugger got cut off again. Banning jokes next week. It'll be all right next week. I'll have my own things to entertain us with. Plus 8 minutes of Slingshot Warrior doing the fucking stand-up routine. Bill Hicks style. Who likes Bill Hicks out of you? Like, he's not really doing Bill Hicks style, but for the intro to Slingshot Warrior's little stand-up routine, I thought I'd look up Bill Hicks and copy that a little bit. But he did. I don't think Slingshot did the perfect intro, the perfect funny intro, because he's saying something and he can't decide what he's going to say, so he just keeps sort of stuttering out loads of words that make no sense. So it's like the perfect intro. You know it's going to be good when the intro for it is someone just keep going, can't get the words out. Oh god. That's an I had an argument with a dubbing amputee once. I won, of course. He didn't have a leg to stand on. You know, absolutely terrible. I don't know why, but I'm going to put these leather gloves on now. You're all good, Zed. As I said before, if they're getting them on there, I'll just stop reading them. Alright, someone's getting strangled tonight. None of you lot. What these are really are they're leather gloves with that slash-proof material underneath. This stuff. So these are slash-proof sleeves. These gloves are supposed to be slash-proof. I really that's strange tactic. That is bizarre. I love that kind of shit though. And he said, Matrix again. I'm just viewing leather gloves on flea bait. That's bizarre, isn't it? Isn't that strange? Yeah, I love shit like that. That's bizarre. Probably won't be able to read this. So it's a Colorado Security 5 gloves. Spectral lined leather gloves. Emperor said, congratulations on the subscribers. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you. See you later, mate. Thank you for joining in. Outdoor said, Mike, I got banned. I'd recommend. Tyre from the Faroe Islands. Terrific historical music. All right, I might check that out. Have you seen the video where I recommended music? Go onto my channel, search the word music, and then put a link to that band on there, and I'll check it out eventually. CM said, good stream. Hope you reach 100k soon. The rate I'm going, that's going to be when I'm about 60, I reckon, CM, but I'll see you then. I'll still be on here then if I can. Drank all night, too much today. Have a good weekend. See you later, Tyler. Cheers for joining, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. And I'll still get back to you about that other thing. I haven't forgotten. See you later, mate. That's it. That's why I was quiet, busy shopping. Steve said, what's the definition of jousting? It's what a Brummies ask bees. Oh, jousting. Jousting. That's actually quite good. I like that. Because I had to say it to get it. Yeah. Jousting. Jousting. Fuck's sake. I like that. That's probably been the best one of the night, I think. I don't know, though, as we've read so many out. I like ones that have to make me think a little bit, and then once I've seen it, like, yeah, yes. Well, the outdoor sports one would have been good if I hadn't have guessed the end. I don't know. I don't know whether to do a late night stream or not. I'm only going to be sat about doing fuck all anyway. So I have to do nothing, but I'll maybe watch a film. I'm not really in the mood for one. Anybody up for watching a late night stream? I can't add anyone into it though, so it'll just be the same as this, but outside basically. Metallic Reality said, I use cut-proof gloves, sleeves, and even got some slash-proof long johns. Well, that's a good thing to have. I never really thought about those. For when carving, cost a fortune, but I'd like to keep my blood inside my body. I'll tell you what, Metallic Reality, I think it's a good idea having those. I've got basically what these are. These are leather. These are those cut-proof gloves, but just leather ones, so you could wear them out in the street and not look so obvious with them. They're sort of like security type ones, you know what I mean? But I've got the ones you're talking. I think what you're talking about anyway. The sort of grey looking ones. Yeah, you want to be careful, don't you? It's good to be careful because you can cut yourself, and if you cut yourself in the wrong place, you could, yeah, especially in your legs. You right, Stu? How you doing, mate? You're on a bit late, ain't you? I might do a late night one if people want to watch that. Yeah, I was talking about you earlier, saying about you'd been watching Slingshots stand up. Ted said, I can stay till midnight. I have to get up early tomorrow. Do all the things I thought I'd fancy doing more tomorrow. But I probably won't. Yeah, I'm the same as that, Ted. But I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I think I'm going to just do, my plan is to do nothing. So I might do a late night stream. People will always join anyway. I say anyone want to join. No one's answered the button's head, but people will watch. Stu said, "Yeah, whoever ain't seen it is in for a treat." I couldn't show it tonight because I ain't got StreamYard tonight, but I will definitely next week. I'll show it Friday. I might show it at the beginning so Liam can watch it as well. We don't get on the streams now because of working, but yeah. Do you want me to play you a little bit, Stu, with the laughter track on? Tell me what you think of the laughter track. So I don't know how well you lot will hear this. Let me turn my speakers up slightly. So I have no idea what this is going to sound like again, but I'm just going to play a couple of minutes to Stu of Slingshot Warriors stand-up that I've made with the laughter track. I'll skip later on into it this time.
Here's some of the stand-up comedy routines I did before. Some comedy before I said. So is anybody here a smoker? I wonder why all those movies don't do good at the box office. I just made a joke. Yes, I got the Know What You Mean moniker from my good buddy Jim Varney. who's no longer with us. You know, it's kind of funny. We have old people with Alzheimer's. People with Alzheimer's who can't remember where they put their keys, and now we got one in the White House. So the Alzheimer's.
What was I going to say? Fuck, I can't remember what I'm saying now. He's a natural. All right, so he said, well done for the photo. Okay, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Oh, and that reminds me, Zed, I joined a procrastinate support group we haven't met yet. Yeah, you probably didn't hear much of the laughter track, but I thought I'd put a laughter track on it because it sounds too weird. It's when you're watching the real video, it's funnier with the long pauses and they're not laughing. But a shortened down version that I've made to look like a sort of stand-up DVD sort of thing, I think a little bit of laughter suits it a bit better. Outdoor said, the shit thing is that if he did a proper stage-based stand-up, people would be sitting there laughing at him, making fun of him, and he wouldn't know or care. Funny thing is, I said that to Stu earlier. I said, I know I take the mickey out of Slingshot a bit, but he knows that I've never done it. Like, I don't hide that I do it. And, I asked him if I could make that video and put it on here. And he says, yeah, he don't mind. But as you say, I think he's got no social awareness. But in a way, that's a good thing because it means he doesn't care about it. That's why when if you've ever seen him having arguments on, with the other channels he gets involved in now, they get him on to argue with people about stuff. And they can literally be ripping the piss out of him to his face, and it does nothing to him. It means nothing to him. It emotionally doesn't bother him in the slightest. Insults don't. But I know what you mean. But if Slingshot ever said to me, don't show them videos anymore, I'd get rid of them straight away. Because I can't talk. I'd do it, but not on the way that, you know what I mean? I'd call what I do more gentle ribbing and a bit of promotion for him, really. But then, it's the eye of the beholder, really, who judges that, not me. Steve said, how many journals does it take to screw in a light bulb? 9. SOS Power, you right, Sam? How you doing, mate? You all right? He said, I just got back from Brum. I nearly got into a fight for taking the piss out of a young guy vomiting on the train. What has the world come to? When I was his age, I would apologise. Exactly. Fuck's sake. Really, though. That don't surprise me, though. That don't surprise me. What people are like. I mean, fuck's sake. Oh, there you go, Sam. But, yeah, at least you got a story to tell. What was you doing up there, then? I assume that's up from where you are, or that's up from where I am. I can't remember where you are, Sam. Zed said, Irishman, that's a bit like when someone asked me what the difference between ignorance and apathy. I don't know and I don't care. Fuck's sake. How you doing, Sam? You're all right? You getting back into YouTube eventually or not? Or have I just not been getting your videos? Or is it just too busy at the minute? Don't talk about it if you don't want to, but I don't really know what's going on, but oh, Stu said, is he streaming tonight? Well, that's what I've messaged him, Stu. I don't know if you heard me say. I've actually emailed Slingshot asking if he's meeting up with anyone later. Because if he is, I want to know. SRS Sam said, it was my work's Christmas do. I live in Worcester. I wouldn't have minded it. I wouldn't have minded, but it was his missus kicking off. Fuck's sake, yeah. Shit like you don't want to deal with shit like that, do you? Though. I know what you mean. And I thought it was something to do with that because you've been doing a lot, ain't you? You've moved and all that, ain't you? Yeah. SOS Pass, Sam said, no videos for now, too busy, but have some time off coming. Nice one. We just talk. I don't know if you know Slingshot Warrior, do you? Do you know Slingshot Warrior? He's been doing stand-up videos, but he hasn't been doing stand-up videos. He did some stand-up on the live stream. Well, yeah, Stu. That's what I was saying, Stu. Tim Heidecker, he does a stand-up routine. Do you know who Tim Heidecker is? He's from Tim and Eric. Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job. Probably one of my favorite comedians, in the top 5, definitely. Maybe number 1 at the minute. But he does this stand-up routine where he essentially plays an absolutely terrible comedian. And for the whole routine, I don't think he tells a single joke. He comes on, he drops the microphone on the floor, spends 5 minutes trying to get the microphone back into the holder, gets so pissed off he starts swearing at the bloke because he's still playing the music and that. Goes mental, and the whole routine is like that, and it's fucking excellent. And the first thing I thought of is that Slingshot Warrior. But yeah, because the good with that Tim Heidecker, it's called An Evening with Tim Heidecker. If you didn't know, you would literally think Tim Heidecker was the worst comedian ever, because he's really good at it. He's really good at fucking up his lines, just fucking everything up. And there's no jokes in it. There's no proper jokes, and they're all like slingshots, like really outdated. Talking about shit no one's talked about for 15 years. Stu said, "No, I don't think I know him. I'll try and watch the video." But yeah, watch that video. But that is not really Tim Heidecker. That's a act he puts on. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you didn't know, you would think he's the worst comedian ever. But that's the joke. The joke is he's pretending to be the worst stand-up comedian you've ever seen, and he does it so well you'd think it was real. Going ape shit at people. Like the engineer is still playing the music, and he's just shouting down the mic in front of the crowd, "Fucking turn it off! Fucking turn it off! Fucking turn it off!" He gets so mental he cuts his hand at one point. Yeah, but it's all an act. It's fucking excellent. Maybe Slingshot will say his is all an act. I said, yeah, Zed, and that bit, like when someone asked me what's the difference between a genealogist and a gynecologist, I said one looks up your family tree and the other one looks up your bush. Fuck's sake. Stu said, I get you. Are the crowd in on it? With this one, they are. So I think he used to do it in pubs and clubs, and most of the crowd wouldn't know that they weren't in on it. But because this was it's the first time he's ever done a proper, like, filmed version of it. I think nearly all the crowd are in on it, but it's still good. It's still good. But yeah, he used to do it in places where people didn't know that it was an act. It's really good though. It's amazing. I love watching it. And then at the end, so 45 minutes of that stand-up, terrible jokes that there's no jokes in it, and half the stuff he's talking about is like 15 years old stuff, weird shit like that no one talks about now. But he's got a famous joke. He says it's a famous joke. His famous Pepsi versus Coke joke. So he does the stand-up routine for 45 minutes. Then he plays a couple of songs, because Tim Heidecker plays a little bit of music as well. He does music. He's got some really good songs. He sings a song called, he's got a fake band called the Yellow River Boys. And the songs are basically about pissing on each other. And drinking piss. Shit like that. Oh, God. It was not about pissing on each other. It was about drinking piss. It's good. I think you'll really like it, Stu. But I'm a massive fan of Tim Heidecker anyway. I would say at the minute he's my favourite comedian. But yeah, it's fucked. It's just 45 minutes of the worst comedian you've ever seen. Yeah, how many views has that got now? Anyway, I'm hoping that's on 1 million by now, isn't it? Let's say it's nearly on 1 million. No, An Evening with... Oh, no, that's the fucking trailer. Hang on. An evening with Tim Hyder. Where's Debt to Remain 1? Oh, it's on 1 million. Nice one. I'm actually really glad for him. That's on 1 million.
I love food. I love.
Yeah, 1,019,000.
To stay connected with customers no matter what changes. What's the easiest way into your dream hotel? To crawl through an elevator?
I'm going to play one of his long jokes.
I guess I'm a foodie. I don't know.
But not that one.
Listen, I love pet sounds. I really do. But what I hate are pet peeves. I just don't they drive you.
Right, Jamie. Right, Jamie. Sorry, Jamie. You've come on late. You've come on really late. But I'm probably going to do a late night stream. Who's on for a bit later? Who wants to come on later? I'm good, Jamie. How are you, mate? We've been talking about you because what you've been unaware of tonight is I've actually had to read out about 300 jokes tonight. No fucking joke either. I must have read about 300 fucking jokes tonight. And I've read them all. I read them all tonight. You know, normally I get fed up and I stop reading them. Zed said, as you weren't on, he had to make up for it. Cheers, Tactical. I've warned you, though, I'm probably going to get that vodka out. But I don't know I'll drink a lot tonight. It's a lie. Oh, listen, Brendan Burns did a great routine where he insulted a couple of audience members and they stormed out the crowd, jeered him, and later appeared on stage dancing as part of the act. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, Tim Hyde, and check this out if you want to see it. But if you want to, this is it. This is the one I was talking about. Yeah, I love it. I've probably watched it about 5 or 6 times. Samurai Bird, how you doing, mate? Yeah, An Evening with Tim Heidecker. It's on YouTube. It's on his channel. It's completely free to watch. Yeah, the stand-up, it's about an hour long. The stand-up bit is about 45 minutes long. Then he does 2 or 3 comedy songs, and then he does but because when he starts singing the songs, he goes out of character and he becomes himself then. And he does, at the end, he does his he does a Trump protest song. Oh god, don't let that put you off though. Good. It's quite a good song actually. I downloaded it at one point. It's actually quite a good song. His Trump protest song. So I said, Mike, 300 jokes. I've told you 1,000 million times not to exaggerate. Thing is, I probably was exaggerating a bit there, wasn't I? Down it round, I said, I've got it waiting. I'll watch it before bed if my laptop can hold on to the end. Oh, nice one, Down it round. Yeah, let me know what you think. But yeah, just be aware. The whole routine is a joke. He's not like that, but that's what makes it so funny. He's playing the worst comedian ever. I think for the whole 45 minutes, he doesn't actually tell an actual joke. It's just terrible statements that go nowhere. A bit like Slingshot's. Slingshot's outro. You wait till you hear Slingshot's outro. It's amazing. It's amazing. It starts off going somewhere and it just stops. And then he sort of says, bye. No more spoilers. Thank you, Samurai Bird. Yeah, 35k. If people didn't unfollow. Are you still ill at the minute, Jamie? He says, sorry, I ain't been on for a while. Myself and Louis have been suffering with COVID. Oh, you are better now. So I did mean to say, because Zed had said, he actually said earlier, he said, I've got to make up for the jokes because Jamie's off ill. Yeah, and I meant to say when you come on. Yeah, you got over it now then. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Glad you're all better. Yeah, tell Louise I said, hope you got better. Sorry, I got terrible fucking hiccups at the minute. I don't know if it's drinking that coffee and talking for so long starts making me get hiccups. I never have it any other time but when I'm live streaming. It's just because of the constant talking. because that's the only time I do. The only time I'm constantly, 2 hours of constant talking. Do you remember when I used to do the 3-hour streams? By about the third hour, I could barely talk. Right, so I better go off in a minute, but I'm gonna come on again in a minute. I ain't got fuck all else to do. I might as well sit out there and sit in the cold. And yeah, so give me a bit of time, and hopefully by about 10 past, I'll be back on. But it won't be on StreamYard because I can't. Calibus, how you doing, mate? And he said, watched your video on the Dracon. Ah, nice one. Did you like it? It's just there. I'll do some more stuff on it because I'll do a proper review as well, because I've not done a proper review. That was just like an overview. I wouldn't mind doing a proper review, talk to you about the bits properly, show them properly, all stuff like that. Oh, you did got one, have you? You're 250 good down now, are you? Jamie said, yeah, took more tests, came back negative. Thanks for the kind messages, people. Yeah, glad that's all gone and all that, mate. Yeah, slightly off topic. I'm going to have to now tell my mum that I'm going to do a late night stream and get moaned at again. Got moaned at like fuck last week. Oh well, that's part of life, I suppose. As long as I do my duties, I'm not hurting no one else, am I? Outdoor Sports, as I said last week, would recommend chamomile for anti-inflammatory properties and stomach cramps, indigestion, hiccups. I'll have to try that, mate. Stu said, does that new Crossbow hit harder than the R9? Now, that's a test I'll have to do. I think I've written that down, Stu, R9 there, because they're about the same, aren't they, 90, 100? It was hard to tell, honestly, Stu. It was hard to tell. Initially, saying it, I don't think it did. But you've got to remember the bolts are a lot smaller, aren't they? The bolts are probably half the size of the R9 bolts. So, yeah, I'll do that eventually. It's deceiving though, because that thing is also quiet. I found it. Now again, I may be imagining it, because this is another test I want to do. As far as I'm aware, that is quieter than a redback, but maybe it is because it's got less sort of. I don't know. It seemed quieter. But saying that, it was making I'm pretty sure when it was hitting the backstop, it was making it go like that one. Have a look in. There's an idea, Stu. Go and have a look at one of my R9 videos. If you're really interested. Like, if you're really, really, really interested. You know what I mean? Because I know you're interested. You would have said it otherwise. Have a look at one of my R9 videos and see if the backstop rocks when it gets shot. And then compare it to that, just as a little visual thing for now. Stu said, yeah, I wasn't sure if the compound limbs would make up for it. I'm not sure, but the R9's 90, that's 100, so it should be. But as you say, also though, the R9 has definitely got a longer power stroke, hasn't it? George, I measure that quickly. I'm going to have to go off soon. That's got a 7.5 inch power stroke, I think. Oh, 7 inch on that one. This one's got 8.5. So maybe that makes a difference. Maybe that. You know what I mean? But I'll do the test for that. Cannabis is interesting to compare against the RX Adder. Like you said, it's got bigger bolts. Yeah. I'll compare them all eventually. James, a good thing is about having it 2 weeks off work. Yeah, exactly. At least you had a nice break. Was you all off? You, Louise? How many kids you got? I know you've got at least. You got 2, or is it? Yeah. Stu said, yeah, it should be an interesting test. Or was it 1? Jamie, I can't remember. I get mixed up. Right, I'm gonna have to go off any minute, but if you lot come back in about 20 minutes, it might be less than that. I'll be back on anyway. Yeah. I may have to start ignoring all the jokes though, if we're still doing those all night long. Nah, I don't care. It'll be out in the Wendy house anyway, because people go to bed now. In fact, people go to bed about 20 minutes ago, I think. Not sure. My poor old sister has had to go to 2 different parties tonight. I don't know. I don't know how much she wanted to go to either of them. One of them she did, I know that. But yeah. Good night, Zed. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a night in a minute because people are going to bed. And I'll be back on in about 20 minutes as long as the computer comes on out there. I'm just going to need to clear up in here a little bit. I've got a fucking joke book. I'm going to do that for you bastards now. Hang on. There you go. I'm going to abuse you lot now with... You can either have 100 clean and frankly not funny naff jokes, 101 crude and rude dirty gags, or more dead rude and crude jokes. That was some bloke when we was on holiday. You know when you go like down the fucking coast and you go spend a week at the caravan park and they have like a little club thing. And this bloke was there. It says how long ago that was as well. Dickie Mellor. They're quite funny jokes actually, but I'm not very good at telling jokes. Well, I just got to read it, ain't you? Stuart said, I'll try to catch you on Twitch in the week, mate. I'm going to go to bed in a minute. All right, see you later, Stu. Damien said, you don't need a joke, but Mike, I'm back now. all right. I'll hold you to that. Right, good night, everyone who's going off. I will be back again in about... No, because it still had a warning on it at the bottom. Still had to have a warning on there, didn't it? Just said warning. Actually, no, it says warning. This book is pants and it's not worth reading. The other one says warning. This book contains loads of effing and blinding. It is intended for adult viewing only. Right, I better go off because I also need to go to the toilet. I've also got a terrible trap wind at the minute. Right. I don't know if you can hear it or not. See you in about 20 minutes or maybe less, 15 minutes, all right? I'm going to go and get told off and then I'm going to go in the Wendy house. See you later.